Well, hi everybody. I'm Suzanne Castle, and I am so excited that you have joined me here today for a brief training. I have been feeling a lot of questions lately, so I thought I would just jump on here super quick and tell you what is the difference between a coach or a consultant, an advisor, an executive coach, a business coach, a life coach. Like, how does that work? A strategist? When do you know that you need one? Because I get that question a lot as people are trying to figure out, like, what do you do, Suzanne? Because a lot of people know me from my artistic work and they don't really understand what it is because it's definitely not therapy. We need to be very clear that when you hire a coach or a consultant, those are for specific things and that is not therapy. And sometimes I like to think of myself as a holistic coach, which just simply means that if you have a business problem in your leadership and the way that you're structuring your teams, you usually also have something going on internally. Likewise, if you're struggling to get up every day and you're just feeling a sense of blah, that also bleeds over to your work. So, however you hire me, just know that somewhere inside of there, we're going to uncover some things. But there are pretty much kind of some simple things that you can do to know when you might need to get some help. Let's say you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to build or improve or grow your business. It really is confusing on where to turn to get help. Same thing, you're a leader, you've just been promoted in your job, and you kind of not really sure, like, I knew what I did, now I'm managing a team of people and I need some help, and it's not necessarily HR stuff. I have to work on how I'm showing up. Or maybe you are making a transition in your life at home and you're trying to figure out, like, how do I want to show up now? Like, what do I want to do now? We've all been told that the most successful leaders don't do it alone. But the next question is, well, then where do I find the person to help me or the resources to help me reach my goals? And what if I don't even know what my goals are? And honestly, right now there is so little time, there's so little energy to figure it out. There's so much. Like, if you just Google, it is overwhelming. So to think about finding the right person at the right time with the right program, really, it just seems too much, right? And I get it because I've done that, right? It sucks. So maybe let me ask you some questions. You're swirling around in your head, you're struggling to find clarity in what you actually do, right? Or maybe you're finding it difficult to make really big decisions or big moves to move on with something. Or maybe you're not dedicating enough time to work on your business versus just in your business. Those are different things. Maybe in your life, whether it's personal or business related, you never seem to really reach your goals. If you inside, maybe you're starting to doubt your confidence. You don't really know if you're cut out for this, if you have what it takes. Is this resonating with you at all? If so, you might drop a comment in the chat and let me know that you're here and taking a look, because I feel like sometimes we just ask those questions and we're just like plugging the holes, right? And honestly, I've also hired someone to realize it really wasn't quite what I needed, and then it also sucks because then you feel like you've wasted money and your time, and then you're still stuck where you were. You're not sure now who can really help you figure it out. Maybe you're just a unicorn and nobody really can. So all of these situations, they really are just life sucking. And really, I started my business as a speaker, trying to motivate people, trying to help them see that stuck is never the furthest that you can go, and helping people imagine a new way. And what happened is I began to solve problems for teams and in companies. And then I realized people don't even know when it is time to hire a coach or a consultant or a strategist. And there is a big difference. So here's the deal. I struggled with what to call myself for the longest time. Sometimes I'd say, oh, you can hire me, I'm a consultant, or oh, you can hire me, I'm a coach. And maybe you're struggling with that too, because the terms are kind of very familiar. There's a lot of people that call themselves that. They don't really have training. And sometimes it doesn't really feel like they've captured the essence of at least what I do in the world. And a strategist, on the other hand, is kind of something that's maybe new, maybe people aren't familiar with it. But really, I think I am living into the fact that I'm an imagination strategist, right? I help you imagine new things into being. It's a perfect description. So here's kind of the differences, though, so that you need to know what you need and when. Strategists and consultants and coaches, they all have distinct skills that help people with different things for different purposes at different times. That's why it's so important to hire one and to hire the right one. Okay. So here are some things to keep in mind. So a strategist works with you. Okay. They guide you to figure out, develop your unique strategy or game plan that you're doing. A consultant is who you want when you already know what the strategy is. So then they help you implement pieces of it. They do some executional work for you. And a coach then helps you better execute the work that you're already doing through personal and professional development, providing accountability. Do you see the difference there? So a strategist would work with you when you need them. So through in-depth thought work, right? It might be I'm going to work with a strategist 3 times a year, or at the end of the year before we go to the next year. A consultant works for you through a specific project. I want to train my team in better communication over this a period of 60 days. Okay, so that's what a consultant does. A coach, though, would work with you usually for 6 months, sometimes indefinitely, but there's because it's just ongoing as things pop up and you're figuring out how you want to address that, how you want to show up for that. A strategist is great when you're really having trouble figuring things out, right? Maybe at the beginning, maybe during massive changes, when there's been upheaval, when there's conflict, when a problem has arisen, regular touch points, even. Where a consultant would be great at delegating, getting expert help on a specific topic that you know that you need, or maybe you don't want to do, or you're not really sure how to execute. Whereas a coach would be good for ongoing help, really mindset things, accountability things, maybe self improvement. Maybe you're trying to learn a this or that and you want a group of people around you learning too. So, really, this is what it looks like. If you need to figure things out, like what to do with your business or with your life, go to a strategist. If you need help actually doing specific things for your business, go to a consultant. If you need to work on your mindset so you get better at doing the work, go to a coach. Does this make sense? I think when I got that clear in my own mind, it really helped me understand things better. So here's some examples of how people have hired me in those different kind of veins. A strategist is really good at the beginning of things, trying to figure out what it should look like, launching a new program, figuring out where to focus, maybe even helping you develop what kind of clients, how your communication needs to look, how to package, price your services. If you're not really sure what you should be doing next, things aren't working. Okay, but I wear a consultant hat when people already know what their strategy needs to look like, but really the is something seems off, right? So they want someone to come in and do a social media strategy or branding for them. They want to know how to launch an online course, learning the skills of that. Maybe expert guidance on figuring out a new plan for HR. Whereas a coach, which is what I'm kind of getting away from the coaching world, are really uncovering the behaviors that are holding you back from doing your best work. Okay, like procrastination. Um, Really, when you struggle to push yourself to do something, if you want someone to hold you accountable, to talk through your concerns regularly, like an accountability partner. So this is kind of how you need to structure, and I don't want you to mess this up, right? So when you're trying to start something new, strategist. When you know what you want to do, but you need a way forward, right? Consultant or a specific project that you need help with. Coach, the ongoing support. So I hope these kind of containers and the ways of thinking this will really help you because it does translate over even into all sorts of worlds. So let's say, for example, your family is trying to figure out the best strategy to set everybody up for retirement and make some changes. You would want someone in the financial world, a financial strategist, to help you uncover that, look at the way forward, make sure that you've got the plan in place. You would then want necessarily, sometimes strategists can be consultants, someone to come in and overlook and go, okay, now here's the pieces, here's how to execute that. But maybe you just need a money coach. And a money coach is going to just support you in your ongoing decision making, make sure you're aligning to your goals. So you can see that these containers work, whether it is a business world, a personal world, and honestly, they just bleed over one into the other. That's really all I have for you. I did put a comment in. If you go to SuzanneCastle.com, I'm launching a brand new website. I have been rebranding. I hired a consultant to do all of that, and it should be live by about Monday. And I put a little thank you gift up there just for everybody checking it out, just the little placement page. But I want you to hang on because it is the end of 2020. And I know you want to grab hold of great goals, communicate better, have clarity about what you're doing. And I'm going to be offering something in that vein the second week of December that will be free. It's a free workshop you won't have to pay just because I want to get us all aligned and set up for the most magical way we can jump into 2021 with a good strategy, looking with my consultant hat and helping you uncover that with a customized formula. So I hope you will put a December 10th on your calendar and stay tuned for more details. Until tomorrow, I'm Suzanne Castle, and I will check you soon. Bye.